Evelyn, not Evelyn, that's her other form, I guess, is an Ashara swap who is part of the Waffle crew, and she mains as a tank. At the moment, she's not terribly good because her health doesn't scale well, but that's going to get fixed, so don't worry about it too much. She's really great for events, that's for sure. But looking at her items, we see self-damage, all damage, pretty standard for tanks. We have the effect of Divine Prayer, which is her party buff. So we see that increases the damage of all champions behind Evelyn by a set amount. And she has a unique mechanic, which has these little stars. So every time one of these stars is active, it doubles. And those are based on various criteria in her upgrade path. So first off, I guess let's go through her upgrade path and we'll cover the rest of the things. So she has she doubles her health early on, and then she unlocks Divine Prayer, just period. She gets Divine Prayer. Then she gets her first little star point or sun point, which is Channel Divinity. So after she hits an enemy, the effect of Divine Prayer is increased by 100%, or, it's doubled for 15 seconds. And with her having a 6.5, or I think it's a 7 base, but we're in TOA, so it's slightly faster. As long as she's hitting stuff, this will never go away. Easy peasy. Then, to balance out the overwhelming power of a Nayeli tank, there is a Steadfast Might, which says the effect of Divine Prayer is increased by 25% for each enemy attacking Evelyn. So there we have the scalability, which some people don't like missing out on Nayeli, but it's kind of like it's a hedge, and the gains you get from Channel Divinity far outweigh what you get from Ashara. So Evelyn is definitely worth it to use as a tank if you do have her. Let's see. Next up, Conduit of Light. After someone heals Evelyn, Divine Prayer is again doubled for 15 seconds. So having a Celeste or maybe a Tyrell out there, useful, very useful. Most likely it'll be a Celeste. But if you don't need to double the effect, then just don't heal Evelyn. It's not that much of a DPS loss. Her specialization. So level 300, you can pick between Compel Duel and Protection Specialization or something like that. So either the option is after Evelyn attacks an enemy that has attacked her, Divine Prayer is buffed by 100% plus whatever your item number 4's percent is for 15 seconds. So if she's the tip of the spear like here, that's the only option you should really pick is Compel Duel. If it's a dual tank option, like in a lot of the events or even in Dragon Heist, the other option is probably better because it says once an ally who is benefiting from Divine Prayer is attacked, your Divine Prayer is boosted yet again by your specialization. So it doesn't require Evelyn to attack someone who attacked her, right? Which is kind of weird when you have like a bunch of things attacking her. Although it's not terribly hard to proc because every third attack of Evelyn's is in fact a cleave. So you have a pretty good chance of activating it as well. So don't worry too much about that unless it's like ranged, because she will always attack the frontmost enemy. But yeah, wait. Ignore what I just said, because if there is an enemy there, then she'd attack it and they would be attacking her anyway. So let's see. What else is on here? A bunch of self-damage and more Divine Prayer blessings. Or buffs. So, in conclusion, she is a pretty good tank. Her health could use some love, but that will change. And her ultimate is similar to Nayeli's, where it will stun, although it's kind of a bit more in style. Like, she gets up on a freaking Pegasus and charges. So yeah. That has been a look at Evelyn. Pretty decent tank. Much better buffer than Ashara. And well worth the time figuring out how to use her well in a formation.